in that feed.
Okay, hello y'all. This is April Danielle. Welcome to another episode of Talking Greasy. So as you can see, my co-host Darnell is not in here today because we are doing an all-female episode. We're doing a little bit of what we call salon talk type things.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. We got our wine for show.
This is water.
Water, whatever. And I have some special guests. But before I introduce my special guests, I do want to let you guys know about our Talking Greasy Facebook group. It is a secret group, so you do have to be invited. So if you want to be invited, please find Talking Greasy on Facebook or hit me up, April Danielle or Darnell. Darnell does it, or Broderick Darnell on Facebook, and join our group. We have some crazy discussions. It's lit. That's all I got to say. I don't want to give away too much. I think I invited all you ladies tonight. And then also, we are co-hosting a game night, an adult game night with Off the Chain podcast with April Roach, Miss Allure. It's in October. It's actually October 18th. It's a Friday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at Fourth Quarter Bar and Grill. We're going to do, Uno, spades, Twister, Monopoly, all that good stuff. There's going to be drinks, food, giveaways. So go ahead and go on, again, our Facebook page, Instagram page for Talking Greasy, or April Danielle, and we have the Eventbrite link. Tickets are only $10, but that $10 is going to get you so much. We're going to have a good time. And again, that's Friday, October 18th. So, without further ado, let me not be rude, as Darnell says, and introduce my guest. I'm going to start with my left here.
Hi, Mimi, or Misti, whatever you want to call me.
Okay, thank you for coming.
All right, Cicely Rue.
Hi, Cicely.
Hey, and I'm Clover Marie. What's going on?
Hi, guys. Thank you for coming. Okay, so like I said, we're kind of doing a all-female episode today. We want to get to the nitty-gritty of what we had some questions on our Facebook group, and also we just want to talk about being a female in this day and age.
Question of the week. What? Question of the week.
Hey!
So, my question of the week is, what do you think being a woman meant when you were growing up? So, as a child, looking at your mother or mother figure or aunties or whoever you had as a role model in your life, what did you think a black woman was growing up, or what it meant to be a black woman? Who wants to start? Clover, I feel like the wheels are burning in your head. Go ahead.
You were looking at me.
I know you. I feel like you got an answer though.
The reason why you're probably looking at me is because I really don't know. I am a huge daddy's girl.
Oh.
I am a huge daddy's girl, so I want to be my daddy's son. Like,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a different perspective.
Yeah. So it's like I love my mom to death, but honestly, I wear dresses because it's throw and go.
Me
and
too.
I'm lazy. But I am hardcore, real talk, like a tomboy.
Okay.
Like one of the boys type of female. So being like, now I kind of know, but growing up, I just really wanted to be like up under my dad and be one of the boys. And I think I rejected, honestly, almost everything real girly and like woman. Like, now that you have this conversation with me, I'm like,
the womanly traditions and everything of what you should do and what you should be when you grow up, you were just like, nah.
Yeah, and then like certain women traditions, I didn't know that women did until I went to college. Like when dudes be like, I want a woman that can cook. Let me tell y'all, real spill. I thought that they were talking about some cook some cookies and like some pies. Like I was like, oh, you want a cake? Because my daddy cooked.
Okay.
And my daddy's boys cooked.
Okay.
And then when I watched TV, Chef Gavin cooked.
Oh,
so I was
Chef
like,
Gavin, yeah.
Shout out. I was like, oh, okay, so men, they cook dinner.
Right.
And like
what they need a woman to cook for, right?
My mama made meatloaf and pies and cake. So I thought that's what women did. Like, I thought we made, and then I got to college and they was like, nah, fam, like, can you cook? And I was like, oh, I can cook because my dad cooked, but I didn't know that that's what women.
That's what you wanted me to do as a woman, right?
Yeah, I found that was like a gender role like way later in life.
Yeah, okay. That's different. That's a different perspective. I didn't think about that. Like you looking at your father as your role model growing up.
Yeah, I just wanted to be like him, like, because he, it's like, like I said, I'm a daddy's girl, so it's like, I just wanted to be like, up under him. And then my mom was also more of the disciplinary.
And
Same.
so were you like scared of her, or is that kind of like what it was, or was it just like you didn't?
Not scared. I'm like a real artist. Like, I went to performing arts high school and everything. So I think that my dad just connected more with that side of me.
Okay.
And my mom is way more practical. So, I mean, even to this day, it's like my mom, I'm a mom now. So, me and her relate on a whole nother level. But before I was a mom, I was an artist. So my dad and me are always going to have a connection because he's more imaginative. He's more, why not? Try it. Go. And my mom's way more practical. And it's funny because her and my brother are like peas in a pie. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's different perspective. I like that. Misti, you said you had kind of a...
Well, no, just like the disciplinarian thing. Like, my mom was a disciplinarian, and I was a daddy's girl, so I
You
understand.
too. Okay.
But I didn't grow up with my dad.
I didn't think this. I didn't think I was going to get this today.
Oh, no, I mean, I was a daddy's girl, but I grew up around strictly women, and what I saw growing up with women was that you worked hard, and it was a struggle. That's what I saw.
Okay.
If there was no man around, you didn't cry about it. You went out there and did what you had to do. You don't worry about if the man is going to come back, if a man is going to take care of you. You don't get to be a housewife. You go to college, you go to school, you do a trade, and then you take care of home.
Okay.
Whether that man is there or not. And so that's what I saw.
Right. Okay. I like that.
So, yeah.
Cece, what you said?
I guess for me, I didn't grow up thinking, well, what is it going to be a black woman? For me, it's just like, to be a grown-up, period, was my mindset.
Same.
So it was just freedom and being able to do what I want and going out clubbing and having fun was, I guess, what I envisioned growing up as a kid. But I never had that mindset of, well, what is it going to be grow up to be a black woman?
Right.
Because I'm that regardless. So I guess I didn't try to put emphasis on what that experience was going to be like.
When you got older.
Same.
For me, I would just to kind of put my experience in there. So I grew up with a lot of my dad had all sisters, so I have aunties on that side. And then my mom's side, she had a big family. My grandma had a lot of children, and I call them the auntie team. And so I grew up with a lot of my mom and my aunties and everything. And I'm a mama's girl, so I kind of grew up thinking, and this is probably where my mindset is now, is that even though I'm older, I wanted to be honest, actually, I never wanted to be a wife. No, not that I don't want to be a wife, but that wasn't never my. I didn't ever sit there and think about, like wedding dresses and things like that. Like, I always wanted to be a mom. I think that's what I saw. So all my, my mom, my aunties, everybody had children. And we have, I have a lot of cousins and things like that. So I always saw family get-togethers. And so we were always together. My grandma was the matriarch before she passed. And so that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be the matriarch. Like, I wanted to be able, I know. That's so old school, isn't it? That's so, I know. And when people get to know me, they probably be like, April, because I cuss and all that. But, I wanted to be the matriarch. Like, I wanted to have a family. Like, I didn't even think about no husband and how I was going to have kids. I just know I wanted kids. But I didn't think about the man part. But I just wanted to have a big family and have, my family around and be that matriarch. Because, to be honest, all my aunties and my mom, my dad, have husbands. But to be honest, the women in my family and in my generation are strong, independent women, minus the man. Even though they have husbands and boyfriends or, whatever, I always saw the women as the stronger. We always took care, like you said, regardless if the man was around or not. My aunties and my mom, we took care of whatever needs to happen. Something needed, somebody skinned their knee, mamas took care of it, the aunties took care of it. Cooking, aunties took care of it. Whatever it needed to be, the women took care of it.
With you saying that makes sense. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of responsibility. I think that's why I like my dad, because I was like, I
don't want to have responsibility.
I just want to be free.
Yeah,
because my dad was kicking it. Like, he would have the barbecues.
Right.
He would hang out. He would be
Exactly.
cool. My mama was the one that was like, got in trouble. She got to go to school. And I was like, I just don't want that. And I just, to this day, I'm just like, responsibilities. Y'all can have that. I commend you for wanting to be the matriarch. Don't call me. I ain't trying to be the glue. I mean, I'm gonna be
right. If y'all go your own way, okay.
Well,
but
you just don't.
I don't know why they didn't.
You just don't like her.
People, like I said, once you get to know me, you would probably not think that about me at all, because I'm very, strong, independent, crazy, all that stuff. But that's deep rooted in me as far as what I saw growing up. That's what I thought it meant to be a woman, especially a black woman. Is like, I need to be the matriarch. I need to hold it down. And so that's what I saw. And we got a new guest that came sneaking in. Miss Jasmine, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Sorry. Had to work late.
That's okay. Introduce yourself again.
I'm Jasmine, everybody from South Dallas.
Yeah. Hey, girl. So we're doing our question of the week right now, and it's, what do you think being a woman meant to you when you were growing up?
I think just what you said, like you cooked, you cleaned, but I always imagine myself being like too super. So I always like imagine like having a full-time job, and I was gonna cook, and I was gonna clean, and I was gonna have kids, and everybody was gonna come to me, and we were gonna have all the dinners at my house.
That was me too.
And like, so it's like I imagine wanting to have it all. Now,
Bless you.
I want nobody in my house. I'm like, I'll come to your house and cook. I'll bring the food.
I don't want nobody in my house.
Like, I cook maybe, I used to cook really big Sunday dinners, but I'm not married anymore. So,
Same. I'm not married anymore.
we just,
That's okay.
we eat out. I be tired. I work 70 hours a week.
Ooh, child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be included.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, we eat out. I'm finna start paying somebody to clean the house because I'm like working, and I don't have time. So but growing up, I mean,
That's right.
that's what I thought it was gonna be to me.
Yeah.
Is like me being able to do everything and be everywhere. And
That's what I thought too.
And you can't.
right at all, and I've burned myself out like early trying to do that.
See,
And
I
that's
was.
fun. We got 3 different perspectives. I like that though. So
I was gonna say I was married and I thought I could do it all. And even now being single with no kids, I work 2 different jobs. And so I'm tired all the time. I'm not cooking. Don't ask, can you come kick it at my house? I done paid $2,000 worth of bills. No, nobody's gonna come lay up in my house.
What's that new meme? Like, I paid $2,000 by the 13th. What go first?
The baking soda.
It go first or last.
And so I'm not trying. I'm like you. I don't want to be the man. Don't come to me. I don't want to be Superwoman. I'm tired.
I don't
I've
mind
saved
people
everybody else's
coming.
kids. I can't help you with yours. No, I can't.
You can come to me, like you can call, we can talk, just don't drop them kids off.
Ooh,
I can tell you what to do.
Don't even call. Just text me.
I don't mind, like I love like people coming to me, like I'll be the head. We just can't do it in my house because y'all don't know how to go home.
Yeah.
And
They have
10:30,
banners now
I'll
that
be
say,
ready to
please
bed.
leave my house by 9 o'clock. They have banners that say
You
that.
just can't come to my
have to
house
make a sign
because
to say
it
that.
don't.
Okay,
leave
well,
by
that
9.
kind of, all this discussion kind of leads me into like our expectations and what we thought should be growing up into the Talk That Talk. So we're going to get into that in a minute when we get right back from our break.
This episode is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/greasy. There you'll have access to over 180,000 titles right from your smartphone.
Y'all niggas is lying. It's time to talk that shit.
All right, so we're going to go into our Talk That Talk section of Talking Greasy. We're going to get greasy, so make sure y'all ready for everything. So part of Talk to Talk, what I wanted to go into, which we kind of talked about a little bit with the question of the week, is what is it like being a woman, especially a woman of color, in this new era, generation? What examples are we studying for the new generation? And do we put too much pressure on ourselves, or do we allow others to put too much pressure on us? But before we get into that, into the deep questions, and I want to talk about that, with everybody, I want to do some rapid fire questions. We're doing a little bit the same format of the guys, but we had some questions in our Facebook group, our Talking Greasy Facebook group. Like I said, if you're not in it, send us, me or Darnella, invite, because it's lit. Jasmine, no, she's in there. Jasmine's in there.
Freaky Friday tomorrow.
All right, Freaky Fridays. Woo! Okay, so I have some questions from the group and some things I kind of put on here. I'm not going to ask all of these. I got a lot. I'll just put some in here. So I'm just going to kind of go around. I just want, y'all's, truthful, honest answer. Okay, so Misti, I'm going to go for you. How do women shoot their shot, or how do you shoot your shot?
I just stare at you till you realize I want you.
Oh, shit.
No, I'm kidding. No, I will. I'm just gonna stare at you until you realize, hey, she like me. No, I'm trying to figure out how. I don't.
Do you shoot your shot more online or in person?
It all depends on the person.
Okay.
If I'm feeling him, like if
Yeah.
I see him a lot in person, then I'm gonna be giving little subtle hints like, oh, you can get it. You can come home with me. You can call me. We can go for tacos, whatever.
Okay.
But then if I like all your pictures and your posts on social media, that's the sign.
Okay.
Without me being too blunt, because I don't know if you got a woman, so I don't want her to be like,
Okay. Jasmine, I got one for you. So, what is the girl code for talking to men?
What you mean?
So, say two girls are talking to the same guy, or they like the same guy, got the same crush. What's the code?
Like we know each other, or me and her friends?
Or acquaintances, or you know of each other, or something like that.
I mean, if we like, if I know who she is, like I got respect for her, it's like okay. But my first thing is like, how serious are y'all? Because I'm not finna chase you for your attention, and I'm not finna compete with her. So I mean, how serious are y'all? And like, yeah, what you want to do? I mean, dude gonna choose what you want to choose anyway. So I mean,
okay, that's true. That is very true. Okay, Clover. Is it okay to withhold sex as a punishment in a relationship?
I mean, like, I'm gonna be real with you. That's just, I don't know, because, I mean, that's one thing I just can't do.
So you don't withhold sex?
I mean, because, I mean, like, that's punishing myself. Like, a little kid. Like, I mean, you know, if I'm practicing, you know, relations, I mean, to be like, oh, no, you can't, what I'm gonna do? Like, so I don't, for me, that's not something that even comes up as a punishment, because I'm like, that's disciplining myself. We gonna have to do something else, like take the Xbox or something, but something that don't really affect you.
She said take the Xbox. Okay. For CC, do you feel like black women are unappreciative of good black men?
Let me see. No. And I'm gonna tell you why.
She's like, no.
And this goes towards, because I don't really do the gender role kind of thing. I do my own thing. I get so tired of fucking people saying, oh my God, I'm a good woman, but don't nobody want me. Oh my God, I want to put all the good men and all the good women on one fucking island together and let y'all fight that out. So people like me who's just real, like, they just don't want you. Like, I'm sorry. Like it has nothing to do. Yeah, like, so everybody that proclaims to be a good woman or a good, I just want to put them on an island together. And I want them to be good to each other on that island. And I want them to see how much full of shit they are and how they still ain't a good person, probably.
Can I say this real quick? Being a good woman is beyond just cooking his favorite meal.
girl,
Giving him an
The
Xbox.
question is, what is being a good
beyond
woman?
that.
Right. That's the
that.
deeper question.
So that's kind of my
That's
my
a relative term.
opinion on it. I think when people say that, it's just the person you want don't want you. It ain't all black women not appreciating.
Right.
It's just
Okay.
the woman you want.
Just
The
don't
bitch
want
you
you.
pick wasn't
Right.
shit.
Move on. It's not because she's black or not or
Yeah.
right. Like, just move on. I get you. Okay, so we did have a lot of dating relationship questions, so I'm going to go through another round of those and then go to the other ones. I'll go back to you, Misti. Y'all said we could talk greasy, right?
Right.
Okay. Have you squirted before?
Let me think.
I mean, you won't talking greasy.
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay. Right. Okay. I mean, I guess that's really a yes or no question. I mean, okay. That's all I got for that
I don't know
one.
what happened. I know it was some gymnastic type movement in it.
Oh.
TKO, RKO type stuff. Maybe I lost my breath. I don't know.
Oh.
Who knows?
Okay.
It was experimental.
That was sounds fun.
I mean, I was bruised up a little bit the next day.
Misti.
I fell down.
like
My excuse was I fell down some stairs. It's totally fine.
Right. No, ain't nobody gotta know.
I didn't have my glasses on.
Okay. Jasmine.
I'm scared now.
Right?
No, I don't think I have. Well, that was the worst one. You got the worst one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The teacher too.
Okay. Well, actually, no. Okay, so if we're gonna go there, why do you think so many women haven't had orgasms?
Because they don't know themselves. Like, I was always told, like, growing up, like, right around whatever, like, you need to know what you like. And, like, you can't, to me, like, tell a man what you like if you don't know what you like. And I'm, like, kind of a believer in, like, you have to train a man to know what you like. So, I mean, he might be good, but it's nothing where, like, it's nothing compared to when he really know your body. But I mean, you have to teach him. So, I mean, I didn't start, like, having better sexual experiences until I really, like, got to know myself intimately.
Right.
So, that's...
I agree. Because I ain't going to say I hate it, but when dudes be like, I ain't never had no complaints, I'm like, well, you ain't had me yet, okay?
Right.
You don't know what I like.
Sex
Okay?
is
She probably didn't know what she liked either.
Right.
So that's why
you
had no
just
complaints.
saying that. Like, you don't know. Okay.
She probably like, oh, this
Just because you ain't had no complaints don't mean there wasn't any.
Just
Right.
It just wasn't reported.
Right. It just
Right.
wasn't reported. Exactly.
Doesn't feel like that form.
So we to piggyback on that for you, Clover. Then, are you scared to tell your partner if he isn't satisfying you?
Oh my gosh. I don't know if the word is scared. I'm friendly AF, like real talk. Like I'm just mad friendly, so it's just not in my nature. Like people annoy me and I still just be like, my best friend, I love you. Like, and I just like either
so
a distance.
nice.
I can't help it. I don't like the follow up to the this is a problem. I don't want to have the discussion about fixing it. So I'll just be like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to be like,
But what if it's bad?
I mean, I feel like not trying to be funny. I feel like going back to what she said, if somebody really knows you, they like know what you like.
Yeah.
Like real talk. Like it's like, if you know I like sneakers and you bring, or I like heels too. If you know I like tacos and you bring me home a burger, you're going to get like a totally different reaction.
Yeah.
So eventually you're going to kind of learn like,
What I like.
What is going on. Oh, you're like, oh, she don't. I noticed that when, I get more of a reaction out of her when I give her a massage than I do when I do other things.
You know what? You say that and it sounds good. But men don't pay attention to as much as what we think they do.
Oh, no, like, I'm very zero or nothing.
Because, like, you think that they're paying attention and be like, oh, she didn't react.
If I don't say anything, I will really...
Oh, okay. So you a dead fish.
A lot of them don't care about that either.
You dead fish
Oh my
if he
God.
ain't doing what you doing.
If it gets
okay.
to that bad, I can definitely, I can disconnect. So, therefore, it's like, I just don't want to have the conversation about it.
Gotcha, okay.
To the point where you're watching the Golden Girls and he don't realize it.
Right.
Like, and then I'm like, oh, okay.
So he gonna know you're not satisfied.
I mean,
okay.
yeah, but luckily I have not. But I'm also like very sapiosexual, so I kind of feel like if you get me mentally, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get me physically. And then I'm emotional.
We gonna go from there. Yeah.
Oh gosh, I've never
feel
felt
you.
that. I've never been emotional. Just
Really. So,
I feel like
we gonna get into that.
if we get connected, if we fit, if we're,
I mean, I may have
connected,
skipped, like,
you know what I'm
happily, but,
saying?
like-
It's like because there's something about passion, and it's like, man, I also mostly like. I'm gonna be real with you. I call them normals. I don't really like talking to normal dudes. Like I really prefer artists and like creative, and not even
I was gonna
like
say, what you mean by normal?
not like
you mean
not just
normies?
like new age creative. I'm a creative. Everyone's a creative. Like full-fledged. Like I'm an artist. I have an art form because naturally they're
you like the whole time is a concept type dude.
like people who like want to like
rainbow hair, tattoo face, piercings everywhere, and that's his art.
like not even like that, but it's like
Their
okay,
mindset. I know what you're saying.
kind of like okay, I'm gonna
Dudes that
treat
are
you
truly
like
creative
artwork.
have
So
a-
therefore, right? It's like your body is my canvas, and so therefore my job is to create a
please
masterpiece
you.
with that.
Okay.
So it's like that's
Come
more
on,
so
Christian
what
Grey.
I want.
I like that. Right. I like that. Okay.
But that's just me, that's just me.
I feel you.
Because I'm the thug. So
Then she said, "I'm the thug. I'm the savage." And
You the emotional thug.
like no, I'm just in the moment. It is what
I
it
like
is,
that.
but I'm
Hashtag emotional
hardcore. So I just want to
Thugs will
do
give
like
hugs.
I said. Like if you an artist, 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna have no problems.
Okay. All right, for CC. So for you, this last relationship type question: what turns you on as a woman?
I like to be dominated because I'm very dominated, like have to be dominated in my life. I own 3 different
Thank you.
businesses. I have
Yes.
3 different teams. I'm a project manager where I have to tell people what to do. So I guess for me, when I'm with a man and we're fucking, I need you to fuck me. And I will let you know when I want to make love, but for the most part, like I need you to take control of me because I have to control so much in my life and so many other people in my life that it's like,
Yeah.
no.
You don't want to think about it.
I don't.
I am the same way. I was told because I've been wanting to kind of dive into daddy, like to a dom sub relationship.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. And I was wondering, like, is this weird? Like, why do I like that? Why do I want to do that? And a man told me that, like, that has been a dom before. He was like, probably because you were so assertive and dominant in your normal everyday life, you want a chance to just sit there and not have to think about something for once. You want to be controlled. You want a man to, like, take you and be like, and I was like, you so right.
The
You
issue
so right.
with that is, though, it scares men off sometimes. So it's like, once I tell her, because, you know, like, I'm with a dude, I'm very sexual. And it's like, for some reason, niggas always want to wife me. I don't want you to wife me. I'm trying to just, you know, have some fun. So you want to, I want to be gentle and I want to care and I want to make, no, nigga. That's
Choke
not
me
what
and
I
pull
want.
my
Yes,
hair.
please.
Yes.
Don't choke you too hard, because then you're in the emergency room, 911 type situation.
Choke me and pull.
Strange sex since we to the ER. You know, they have a show on that on Lifetime.
Yep. Okay, I get you though. I'm there with you. Okay, so I want to go into a little bit of. We talked about this. There was a lot of questions, quite a few on the group about. I guess I want to say social health is what I want to call it. So Misti, going to you. Why don't women speak to other bomb-ass women in passing? So basically, why are women, especially black women, so unapproachable towards each other?
Well, I can't speak for those women because I speak to all women.
too,
If I see
but-
somebody,
I can speak for those women.
like if I see, like, I can't speak for the women that don't speak. I can only
don't
speak
like-
for me.
Well, maybe I should get this question and see.
Yes,
Okay.
please. I just don't like to talk. I'm an introvert. I don't care who you are. I just don't want to talk. I'm not stuck up. I'm not rude. If you speak to me, I'll speak back. But for the most part, I'm not going to pretend. I don't like small talk. I don't enjoy meeting new people. I've had the same high school friends for the last 10, 12 years.
Okay.
So for me, it's just I don't need new friends, and I'm not going to do the fake, hey, sis thing. Like, I don't care about you. I only care about my tribe. And if you speak, I'll speak back. But it doesn't make me rude. I don't think you should force people to speak. Like, I think that's unhealthy, expecting everybody to want to speak to you. Like, why? Like, why do I have to make myself uncomfortable, give myself social anxiety to make you feel comfortable? Like, that's crazy.
And I think that works
I
for
can
people who do
appreciate
have,
that.
who are introverted and have social anxiety. But for me, like, I have no problems with, hey, oh, I like your shoes, your hair is cute, that lipstick is pretty. Like, I have no problems with telling that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I would tell a black woman that before I tell a white woman. I might be like, that white woman might have on the same exact lipstick or the same shirt, jacket, whatever. And I'm gonna be like, oh, girl, you are so cute.
Over her.
I mean, but that's just me. That's just how I am, and I grew up in the country, so we friendly in the country.
Yes.
It is so weird because people say that because, like, it's just so crazy that the face of an introvert is always someone that is, like, not that, like, kind of how you put it, like, oh, I'm introverted, I just don't talk to people. Because, like, low-key, like, y'all, I'm super friendly and I excel in small groups and one-on-one. Like, we can talk about ideas all day long. I actually enjoy meeting new people. But when we get into, like, large club arenas and mass groups, that's when I'm like, okay, who's a lot of people? I'm drained. I'm tired. And so it's like they always have this face of the introvert where it's like, oh, I don't do people. And it's like, no, you can still have like an outgoing personality, but still be introverted to where you need to recharge. I network most of the time, and I will have to recharge for a week sometimes just to get my strength back up to go talk to people again. And I realized one time that I will still go network, and then I won't be at the networking event networking because I'm actually socially drained. And it's like, well, for me, I speak to everyone just because, it's a defense mechanism for me. I speak to people as a defense mechanism. It's like, I feel like I have the upper hand. If I say hi to you, I can read your body language. I can figure out what's going on. I can read you. If we're just sitting here quiet with one another, I can't read what's going on. So it's a way of me asserting my position in this room, figuring out what's going on and who is who and who may be approachable.
Try to regain control.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, if she's a little off-putting, okay, she seems friendly. Let me go over here. Let me not go over here. Because, like you, I'll get that social anxiety, like, oh, my God, there's so many people, because I get to a lot of stuff by myself. So it's like, where do I need to sit? Who do I need to talk to? Who might I need to connect to on a personal level versus a business level? Who do I need to just be like, hey, I do this, blah, 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 blah. Or who needs a little bit more of, oh, my gosh, I like your sweater. Yeah, well, I'm here because of da-da-da-da. That allows me, so me speaking initially allows me that. And then sometimes I really want to know, like, bro, that jacket is fire. Where'd you get it? I try not to ask you, but
I want to know.
I actually kind of want to know.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, I use it as a defense mechanism to assess the room.
I've never heard that before. That's different. Yeah, I like that. It's different though. I've never heard that.
And see, I've used it just because I've always been told you never know what somebody's going through, so speak to them, say hi, because you never know, that person could be dealing with some stuff, and maybe me saying hi was the only hi they got all day, or the only smile they got all day, the only acknowledgement they got.
You better be a light.
Right.
And so
be a lamppost is what I've been told. Right.
And that's just where I am with the whole mental health thing.
All right, this is another kind of social question with the females. Jasmine, I'm going to go to you since we all kind of talked. Why do you think women of color put each other down?
We do that.
So, to give context, I've seen posts where women have said, there's a lot of, especially in Dallas, women empowerment conferences, women's brunches and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, why are mean girls having these brunches when they know they mean girls?
I saw that.
Yeah,
good and
daggone well, you really don't like other females. You having these women empowerment brunches, these, this and that, whatever, mixers or whatever. But it's just for, I guess, clout or to get your name out there when you really, you don't even like the females that are coming.
I think some of that may be what you said, like clout to get the females to come, but at the same time, like I know people that put together those brunches, and it's to kind of force us to be cohesive, force you to meet. I think some of that just from like a corporate America standpoint, you kind of put each other down, and like not me, just saying what I've seen, you're the only one of you there. So when you're in a big company, it's only room for a few of us. So once another one of us gets there, that means somebody's on their way out the door. So it's like I know in corporate America, it's a competition thing. It's okay, you are here, so that means you finna take my spot because they're not gonna have too many of us in here. Or it's I don't know if y'all watch Insecure. There's a scene where Molly's in the firm, and she's talking to the intern, and she's like, "Hey, you may want to tone it down." And the girl is like, "No, they like me how I am. That's how I got here, yada, yada, yada." And the next scene is them firing her. Well, I don't know if you're going to be cool to come out of a bag on me. It's like you don't know who you can say something to and who you can't say anything to. So I think that's kind of just, it's situational. It's a lot of different reasons. But one of us gives all of us a bad name. And I know that's like really bad when it comes to like our race. But it's like other categories are not stereotyped like that. Like one white woman doesn't represent a class of white women.
So why do we do that?
And
that's weird. Yeah.
No matter how many like ain't shit black niggas we talk to, we still gonna go fuck with the next ain't shit nigga. But men don't do us like that. One of us scorn them, all of us ain't shit. And so I think we kind of adopt that mentality for ourselves too, because it's just like it's permeated everything. I mean, so that's kind of, it's a super convoluted question, but I mean, just from, like I said, a corporate standpoint it's not that many of us. So, I mean, once somebody else come in, that's competition.
Right. Miss, I feel like you had something to say with that. I know this was rapid fire, but I feel like you was itching to say something.
No, I just feel like too, like, you know how big the sun is and it shines everywhere.
Hallelujah.
So, and I feel like some black women tear down other black women because it's like, oh, it's already oversaturated and I was here first, and here she come with her brand of lipstick or t-shirts or whatever it is she coming out with her power brunch. Then it's like, oh, I'm a diss her because this was mine, I did it first. It's enough to go around. We can go to all these $50 brunches. I mean, I'm not going.
I'm not going.
I'm just saying it's enough
not paying
fun for all of them to shine. So that's why I was just like, when she was saying that, like, it's like, oh, I'm gonna tear her down because either A, I see something in her that I want to be, or she's trying to do what I'm trying to do, so I'm going to try to tear that down. So, but I mean, how many melanated t-shirts can we buy? How many omelet brunches can we go to? I mean,
but the thing with it is, it's an industry. I mean, like, cause people do that, like with hair, our lashes. It wouldn't be the beauty industry if there's only 5 of us. It's a whole industry.
Right.
And the thing is, and what you have to tell yourself is, you. And people who are attracted to you are going to go to your type of thing or your type of vibe. Because the thing is, you can have so many women's empowerment brunches, but they're always going to be a little different. And something is going to speak to you, or you're going to connect. Like, some might be, like, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I like avocado toast. I do. I like.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like,
I like guacamole too.
I like
it's a
the
thing.
avocado toast. So if I see that on the flyer opposed to chicken and waffle, although I do like a good chicken and waffle, I'm gonna go and hit up this avocado because I know I can get me some chicken and waffle. So it's like so both brunches. But guess what? They gonna get me just off of avocado toast alone. This is gonna get the people who like chicken and waffle, because I know some people who don't even think about no avocado toast. So it's like, but we're conditioned to believe that there is, like when you said that, it's like, are they really gonna kick somebody else out?
Well, in corporate America, they got a quota. I mean, they have a number. Like, we have to hire this many black people to keep them off our ass, and it's.
But are they gonna kick out a black girl if she's performing and doing what she needs to be doing? If all the black girls come in that they hire under this quota, are they gonna actually kick out someone that is exceeding expectations based off of, we got too many black girls? Because I was in corporate not too long ago too, and it's like, if you kicking ass, you kicking ass.
But if I'm kicking ass, they don't have a reason to go hire nobody else.
Well, see, a lot of the time it's like, as soon as you come in the door, though, it's like, oh, there's another black girl, I have to compete with her.
Yeah,
and it's like, for what? If we both here, it's like, no, let's try to get as many of us up in here. Let's try to.
That's how I am.
Me too. Yeah, let's try to. Let's all of us, like, girl, look, I'm real quick to be like, hey, you know, they real strict on time up in here. Not saying you late, I am. Just letting you know.
They looking at me.
They looking at me, so they might look at you too. So, but I'm gonna try to get you good up in here, and as soon as I hear of an opening, but we all finna kick ass, that way they can't kick none of us out, and that way we're all overperforming. So that way when this supervisor position opens up, it gots to be one of us. And then if I know there ain't no black directors, because like I said, I play the game, and I feel like part of it is like playing the game, learning the game. That way you can call out the game. And a lot of the time what they do is they give us these fake supervisor type positions and don't give us director positions, and they think we're satisfied with that, but we don't notice because we're too busy competing with each other for this when no one is making it to this. And I'm like, nah, bro, we finna figure this out.
They give you a team lead position and
a
think
team
you satisfied
lead,
with
but ain't
that.
nobody.
And the chickens, like you throw a chicken into with the alligator and y'all fighting for
ain't
it.
nobody a supervisor or ain't nobody a freaking manager. And it's like, let's talk about that and let's try to figure out the system and let's band together. But we're taught that there is this only one position, and I was just like, bro, like, even if it is a win for you, it's a win for my race. So outside of like me making it a win for you, so I may not be winning, but guess what? You paved the way for my child. So how I have to look at it is bigger than me. It's beyond me. But we're so caught up on the me and the now.
In the competition.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, we got to pave this way, because if we keep fighting, they just want to be like, well, you know what? We just going to put Susan back because this is so much drama. And
she was so unproblematic.
I want to add just a little bit to, because you mentioned like the cosmetic industry a lot, and it just made me think of something. Just what I've heard a lot of my friends say that in the industry, a lot of people are getting into these industries that don't respect the hustle, that don't respect the work. You don't respect the sweat that I've put in to do this. And you see that it's like now everybody doing hair, everybody doing lashes, everybody doing nails. You never wanted to, like, doing hair, you got to have a passion to get in my hair and detangle my hair and part it. Like, you have to have a passion for that. You got to have blessed hands to do hair. Everybody can't do hair. Everybody can't do nails. Everybody can't do lashes. So it's like, it's so many people that I see that want to cut the corners. You don't want to get the certifications. You don't want to get the right supplies, especially with eyelashes.
So, Sammy, that's where some of the hate might come from.
Yeah, it's like you don't respect the hustle. And I mean, you coming in and you saying, well, I'm going to charge this much to take this person's competition or whatever, because you know that, like, people funds is tight of people struggling. And it's like, you doing that, but you don't, this was never what you wanted to do, or you don't even know what you're not even good at it. You don't respect what.
I want to ask Cicely, since you do own businesses, about that. Like, what do you feel about that with, being a business owner and all that stuff? Like, seeing other black women do the same thing you do. Do you support it? Are you like, yeah, let's all do this? Or are you kind of like, eh?
I support it. I don't really care, because I don't believe anybody can really outshine or outwork me. So that's not going to really be a thing for me. But I do agree with the whole, you didn't work for this. And now you just come in and you lowballing prices. And people that's worked for this and this is really their career. This is not fun for them. They plan on doing this for the rest of their life. Right. Now you're taking away from their livelihood. But I guess for me, I just always separate myself from people, like, and that's what I'm known for. Like, I'm gonna always be super professional. You're gonna always get the best service from me, no matter what it is. And the work quality is always going to be great. So you're going to want to pay for my prices and that, and all that stuff. And I guess for me, it's just like people copy me a lot. I might say something. I might not say something. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on.
So you said something to other.
It's okay.
What do you do? I'm
sorry, I didn't even say.
Oh, sorry. So I have a podcast called Steepin It Real, and then I just recently finished up with a production. I wrote and produced a web series, and then I consult and copyright. Okay. And then I'm an author of a book called The Eye of the Panther. Mm-hmm. And I guess for me, a recent example of podcast. Mm-hmm. It used to be the Sugar Honey Iced Tea before we switched the name. Some girls came. Should I say it's the girls that basically? I'm not gonna say the name on the podcast.
Okay, tell us later.
But it's some girls came and literally legit put tea in their thing, and you know how my whole thing is multidimensionality for Black women. They literally took that sentence and just changed some words out, and they created a podcast. And I confronted the girl this looks mighty familiar. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You literally stole my concept. Wow. But for me, I called her out on it. I blocked her on stuff you're not gonna, I have so many ideas, you're not gonna steal nothing else from me. But it was, for me, it's just you can't outshine me, and y'all still don't have 150 followers. So it's
Ooh. Wow.
When you said that, it just makes me think today I watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
It's shade and it's dark outside.
And it was an episode with D.L. Hughley. I didn't even know he was on the show. But it was an episode with D.L. Hughley on the show. And he was Will's friend from Philly who came in town to be
I remember that.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving rolls around.
It's imperfect. It's so Will had came and the dude and went to the audition, as support. And the lady was like, oh my God, you so funny. You on. Your show is 8:15. Your slot 8:15. Will performs. He sucks. And so then D.L. Hughley's character, whatever his real name was, had to save him. And it goes back, you can't outshine me, you can't outwork me. What's for you is what's for you, and what's not. And you're gonna eventually.
And you can't get mad at me because I may be doing my gift, my God gift,
That's
talent.
it.
Don't get mad at me or get for that. You should help me or want to support me. Because
right now, entrepreneurship, no matter what it is, it's hot. It's the hot thing to do.
I mean, because everybody got to have a second hustle.
It's hot. So it's the things are going to be, but are you caring about today? Or you caring about longevity? It's we get caught up so much in right now what's today. It's if you cold when it comes to frontals and laying them and this person can't, they're not going to be here next year. There ain't even a point of getting mad.
Ooh, I tell people all the time, I'm here for a long time, not a good time. So
I can't relate because I'm not corporate America, but I mean I do have a career, but it has nothing to do. But even in my career, I've seen some black women tear each other down. I mean, we educators. Why are we arguing?
That's the worst place.
And people don't understand. When I'm at work, that's when I become an introvert. Except when I'm when I'm with them kids, you gonna see an actress. You gonna see me be drama. I'm gonna be everything them kids need. I'm their mama, their counselor.
Right.
But then when it comes down to other people, I don't eat lunch in the break room. I don't eat lunch with people. I'm by
with
myself.
Other folks. Right.
Because, and I'm just gonna one of our, because we have academic coaches now.
Okay.
And so the coach came in and she was like, oh, your classroom management is amazing. Your kids are, all you got to do is snap and your kids know what to do. And I'm like, that took years. That didn't just happen. And so another teacher hears that and then they jealous. Oh, what's she doing? What's she doing that got these kids?
When she should be learning from you. She should be coming and asking you, what did you do? How can I do that?
Right. And I told her, I said, and looking at her face, I was like, trust me, I've been teaching 14 years. It didn't just happen year one. I said, this took years of learning how to get these kids to do what I need them to do. But yeah, it happens in I know it happens
in every industry.
I know it happens in industries and
every industry. I think it happens.
And like you said, with people are doing this for longevity. A lot of people are doing this because it's been a gift. They've been knowing since elementary, middle school, high school that they were going to be a beautician or a makeup artist or a lash, whatever it is they doing. And then these people coming in, oh, it looks like it's quick money, so I'm gonna get a quick certification and do it. And then you throwing shade
some of them not even getting a certification.
Yeah, I mean, that too. And I've seen some of these people who have their lash. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Their lash business and they'll clown. Oh, she can't pay $250 for some lashes. No, I can't.
Oh.
When the homegirl been doing it for years, only charge $100, or she have a special. So don't get mad at people because they're not going to pay the full price and you're not fully certified.
Right. I got you.
You don't have years.
Okay. So we talked about career. I like that because I had questions about career, but we kind of went into it anyway. But I do want to get into the family part, and I think we're going to try to go into some of the talk that talk questions I had. So one of the questions I really was interested in, because I don't know, does everybody here have kids?
No.
I don't have kids either.
Oh, I got a whole 9-year-old.
Okay, so one of the questions in the group that I thought was interesting is, and I lost it. Oh, okay. Why do you think more women are opting not to have kids?
Oh, girl, I got that.
I can answer that. Okay, I'm gonna go, since you don't have kids, I'm gonna go with her first, Misti first.
Okay, so growing up, I wanted kids. Like that was my thing, because I'm really good with kids. Like I love kids. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love kids. Love them to death. But then as I got older, I started getting this Tracy Ross Ellis attitude about being the fast, fine auntie.
Right.
And then like being married and divorced and realizing he was not capable of being a good father. And I seen some of my friends go through being married, having kids, and their husbands leaving them, and now they a single mom, legit single mom, doing it by themselves, and that scares me. So I'm like, I don't want. And then I see the kids in my class, and I'm like, So my life is gonna be perfectly fine, perfectly fulfilled, perfectly beautiful, perfectly amazing without having kids.
Okay. So you don't want kids, or you just not right now?
Right now I'm on the not having them, but if I met a guy and he, my time is ticking a little bit, but I mean, if he wanted to have one, I would think about it. I would legit, but we'd have to be like here, like, yo, if we don't work out, can we still co-parent effectively? Can you help me financially take care of this child? Because I'm seeing too many women struggle financially because they got left.
I have
Go ahead, Jasmine.
I think for 2 reasons. So one of them is because like now in 2019, having a child is not tied to your womanhood. Like that doesn't make you less of a woman now because you don't have kids. Like, I mean, 20 years ago, a man could divorce you because you couldn't have children or because you wouldn't have children. So it's like now, like, I don't need to have children to prove that. And I mean, another thing is we're more like career driven now. Like women are like, we're out there, like we getting it for ourselves. We're working, we have businesses, like we're hustling. And it's like, I don't have time to have kids right now. And I know like for me, I've had like friends that have gotten turned down for jobs because they have children. And they will, you have employers.
That's illegal.
They will ask you like, proven. Or they will find a way to be find like, out. Hey, and so for a long time until I just got to the point to where like now I have my daughter in my profile picture, but I would keep my social media private, don't add nobody I don't know. And I'm really careful about what I post because it's automatically, oh, you have a kid. You're not going to have time to do what you need to do here.
They just assume.
Oh, yeah.
Clover, you said you had some words on that.
Because I had my son at 19. Okay. He was my surprise baby. Had him, freshman year. After that freshman year at college, Got my S's mixed up. Anyway, I can, because I'm trying to debate if I want another one because, he's pretty much 10. He's 9.5. And I'm like, do I want another one? So I feel like I'm kind of in this space where it's like with these new age women, I not really new age, but kind of like new I have generation. A kid, but at the same time, I feel like I still kind of have that like, do I want more? Because I feel like I like low key like the cool auntie in a sense because he's like I said 9, 10, and all of that. And I just feel like she kind of said like my life is like low key kind of lit, like low key is kind of lit, and I don't see it getting any dimmer anytime soon. I just see it getting better. I'm career chasing, and with career chasing, it's not even like, oh, I'm in my bag. Being in your quote-unquote bag takes commitment. It takes time. It takes time away from your home. It takes time away from your family. So it's like now with my kids, it's nothing to be like, all right, go sit there, get on your phone. If I was in here, girl, with this baby on my hip, I got to feed it, got to pop it out and make sure it's fed. Like, I have to do it. Might cry. Like, it's just so much more of a commitment. And it's like, it slows you down. Even if you are with somebody, it's not even like the single parent. It's like even the family thing, like low key. Depending on who you with, settled down has a different definition depending on who you are. I used to think it meant, I'm out the clubs. I'm kind of wanting to sit at home now. But, like, settle down now, it could mean, like, okay, well, my career, because I own a PR company and a PR/creative direction firm. That means taking less clients. Yeah. That means that I'm not here recording with y'all lovely ladies because I need to be at home giving whoever attention and doing whatever I guess I'm supposed to do, making mac and cheese. I don't really know. But it's like, do I really want to stop that? Or do I want to keep adding to my plate and keep, like, meeting people and making connections and impacting, like, the world and, finding fulfillment? So I can definitely see why women are kind of like, no. And then, not trying to be funny, Tracy looks good.
She do.
When she
Mary
takes
J.
her
Blige,
picture,
too.
she be
Right.
looking
Mary
like
J.
she,
Blige. Yesterday.
Right, I saw those pictures. Yeah.
she looks like she
Fine
living
auntie.
her best life. And then, in addition to like, it's no longer tied to your womanhood. It's no longer tied to a time. Mm-hmm. We used to think, oh, you got to be done by 35, but if I can push it to like Janet did to 50, and
Holly Berry did too.
Yeah, Holly.
if I can push it to 50 and really be
not?
kind of like low key done, why not? I think that women now, we just want the whole package. We want, it's not the getting married and having a husband and having kids. It's not the fairy tale anymore. I think it's actually being fulfilled in whatever that means.
Right.
That's the fairy tale. And if I have to sacrifice my personal fulfillment for marriage, I don't want it. I want to be able to have both. I want to be able to be the Miss and the Missus in a sense.
I like that. I like that. See, you got some.
I don't have kids, and
Yeah.
no offense to people that have fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids.
them
I'm going to bed. I'm
listen,
with you.
Listen, on Facebook, when I see those videos of the kids, like the parent feed the kid, and then the kid want the parents food after they ate, I get mad at, I get mad at those videos, y'all. Like, I be about to chuck my phone when I see a kid begging for some food after they
I be like,
ate.
fuck them kids.
Because they have the whole kids need to eat first thing, so you done fed them. Why you eating my food?
My kids are not allowed to eat my food. You had your chance to order a Whataburger just like I did. You better order it, girl.
Questions, they talk a lot, they are little assholes, they take over your whole life. I could not handle it. More power to mothers. Y'all patience, y'all.
Oh, girl, no,
I don't have no patience.
I can't even take kudos.
I'm very fulfilled right now being the auntie because I have two nieces. I love
can't
them
even
dearly.
patience at all.
Can't even
But
take
I don't.
kudos.
I'm
Mine's
just
nasty.
like you said. I'm learning more my lot in life. Like I'm learning. Like I'm loving to travel. I travel alone. I go to concerts alone. I go out to eat alone, and I love it. That piece is amazing. Where I ain't got to worry about somebody. I don't like it here. I'm ready to go. I can sit there by
Gotta
myself
worry about
and
a
I
whole
got
other human's life.
Yeah.
I think you get an understanding with your kid though. Like you find a balance, and I've heard people say that like because my daughter's so much like me, like it's easier. But I don't have a lot of problems. Like the problems that a lot of people have with their kids, and that I see on Facebook. Me and my kid don't have that. Like we come home, okay, sis, you go to your side of the house, I'll go to mine. You know where the snacks are. You know how you use the microwave. All right, you know how you take a bath.
Okay.
Like we have.
What did you do? Because everybody I know,
That's
it's
just
just
being
like,
honest.
You
That's
have
right.
an
Being raised,
understanding
right.
with
Cicely
your
don't like them
kid.
clingy
Like,
kids.
hey, if you don't want me to like beat your ass and holler at you, like we need to have this understanding. Like, hey, like you want to go nice places, you want to go out to eat. Mommy doesn't like chili, so if you want to go out to eat, you gonna go and sit at this restaurant and act like you have some motherfucking sense. If not, I can go drop your ass off somewhere. My baby played me one time in public, one motherfucking time, and I didn't beat her ass. I left her at home for a whole year. Now we get act right. We go to steakhouses, we go eat seafood, we go do all that expensive shit because she knows how to fucking act. Because I'll leave your ass at home.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, mine just kind of came out the womb easy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Mine
That's
came out the
good.
womb. The only thing about him is that mouth, because he will tell you straight up, I don't go to birthday parties. At 5, he told someone that. And I was like, please don't tell this lady that. Like, just say no thank you. He a grown
I
man.
like that.
Yeah.
He told,
Look,
I need a kid like
you
that.
need a
someone offered him a cookie.
right.
He said, I don't
until
like
they ask for your
cookies.
food and you gonna be like,
He said, I don't like cookies.
Set him up for
I said,
adoption.
can you just say no thank you? He said, I don't want them to ask
Have
me
you ever
again.
seen that meme on Facebook where the mom bought her son a birthday cake and he had like this, and she said, you know I don't like these kids. Like he had brought a birthday cake for the whole class.
That's exactly his
I don't like these
That's
kids.
My baby
Why
had a
would you
sleepover
do
last
this?
weekend when in her room and slammed the door. She said, sleepover over. It's time for y'all to go
Oh,
home.
she was done with them kids.
Because it's us. Like, so we good for a certain amount of time. And then she be like, oh, all right now.
Okay, so we only got a little bit of time left, and we did a lot of rapid fire questions, but it was a lot of deep questions. I like the answers.
Because they was coming for us in the Facebook group. Coming for
I know that's
us.
why these was a lot of the questions. All these questions, I have a ton more.
I
We
felt
might have to have a session
personally
two.
victimized
Right,
by
we
some
might
of
need
them
to have a session
questions.
two. You see, I got 2 pages of questions, but one of the talk questions I really wanted to ask is: do you think, as women, especially women of color, do we receive too much pressure from others or on ourselves to be perfect?
both.
Both.
Both,
Okay. Yeah. Whoever wants to start, go ahead. This is for everybody.
I guess for me, my mom has came and apologized to me because she raised me, and it was you're a black woman, so you got to work 3 times and 4 times as hard as everybody else. And like in the last year, she was just like, I see your anxiety and I see your sister's anxiety, and she was like, I hate that I told you that, because now I have a workaholic daughter who does not sit down and who believe I have to outwork everybody to have the success that I have. And like, yeah, I do have mental health issues. Like I have depression, I have anxiety and all of that, so I think it's one of those things where if you grew up in that household where you had whatever woke parents, my mom was just educated. I don't hate the word woke now these days, but like she was just educated and she had those experiences where she thought she had to instill that in me. And now even in my adult life, I still suffer and feel like I got to always put myself out there and overwork and be perfect and be great,
Yep, I agree. Go ahead. Misti has some.
Oh, well, I grew up in a family where nobody went to college. I'm the first one, so that pressure was on me, the first one.
Okay.
And going through college and got several degrees, but then at the same time, it was thrown back in my face like, oh, you the educated one, so you figure it out.
Whoa.
Nigga, we trying to figure out where we going to eat. Why I got to figure it out? Just because I got a
Just
degree.
because we going out to eat.
Mr.
Right.
Pythagorean theorem got to do that.
And I'm like, look, we trying to figure out we're going to Olive Garden or Razoo. This shouldn't be that hard. It don't
got nothing
figure
to
that
do.
out. But like, I mean, that has been said before. Oh, you got the degree. First of all.
So they put that pressure on you to be better. Then once you was better, they was jealous.
Yeah.
Of you.
And but to be a teacher, you have to have a bachelor's degree and then a master's degree and get all these certifications. So it's not like I just wanted to go get these degrees.
You needed
It's
to.
because I needed them to keep that job. And so like now I don't even say nothing. Like if I'm doing something, it's for me to be proud of. I'm no longer worried about who is proud of me. I'm not trying to make the next person proud of me. Am I satisfied with me? So that's where I'm at now.
Okay.
And it's like,
I like
okay,
that.
growing up, it was like, oh, you the first one, you a black girl, and you got to go in there and get all the money and get the scholarships and show them that you better and you graduate with no kids and blah, blah, blah. And now that I've done it, it's an issue. But yeah.
I think it's
Mental health issues haven't been,
Ooh, I think that's the big
mental-
thing. We
yeah.
need to have a whole
whole
session about that, right?
Yeah.
Jasmine, you say yes?
Yeah, I was just like, I think it goes back to kind of what I said earlier. Is like you are black women. One black woman is the representation of the whole group. So it's like if I mess up or if I do this, then y'all never go. I mean, like even y'all will never hire another black woman. Y'all will never. And I mean, we hear people say it all the time. Oh, like this black girl was like this, or this one black person did this, but they don't do white women like that. They don't do black men like they don't do nobody like that but us. It's like one of us represents everybody. And then there's also just like at the same time, it's like stand out and be different. But then we're kind of taught from a corporate aspect that like you have to blend in. So like now where I work, there's 2 black girls there, and I actually got the other girl on like after I got there. Me and her are really good friends. But now I'm just getting to the point to where it's like, okay, I can wear my natural hair at work. I can like actually stand out because y'all know me and y'all know.
You got to know me now.
Because when I first got hired, like I was down and out. I had just came out of law school and like I was driving Uber. Like and my hair was red. And I had to like kindly tell somebody up there like, oh, you thought I was dumb because my hair was red. And so, like, I was judged as soon as I walked through there. And so when I came back, after I got my first paycheck and my hair was, like, dark brown or, like, black or whatever, they were, like, really surprised. And I was like, I would have never started with red hair had I had the money to get my hair fixed. So it's kind of like they just, we're judged. And we're judged way faster than like anybody else
any
is.
other race,
and so so it's I do think that there's way too much pressure on us. And then like Cicely briefly spoke like about mental health. It's like there's always a pressure on us to be okay. And so like it's just now we getting to the point to where like we can say, hey girl, it's okay for you not to be okay. It's okay for you to need help. It's okay for you to like
ask for help,
reach out. But it's like as a black, we got to be okay. We have to be okay. Like we don't. You were right. Okay.
I get that a lot.
We're like, falling apart.
But it's like our men are coddled.
Like, no, I'm not gonna be all right. But,
right.
Okay. Sure. Lo, you got something about?
Oh, I kind of grew up. I'm not gonna lie. I was the black sheep of my family, so my mom was like, "I don't know where we got you," but I kind of was a little Oreo-ish, for lack of a better word. So mental health, I made the mistake. I got an ISS one time, and I was like, I'd rather kill myself than be an ISS. Oh, next thing I know, I was in the school psychologist's office, and I wasn't in ISS no more. So I was like, I need to talk to my friends. And the school was like, oh, my gosh.
Right. What they take.
And they sure did bring my friend to ISS. I got to talk to psychiatrist, and I got to go back to class.
Okay.
So I kind of had a different experience. I didn't have a lot of pressure, but I think I didn't have a lot of pressure because I was eccentric. I was different. I was, like I said, from the womb, I came out like just, my mom's like, what's going on? Like, you're so odd.
She's so different.
Yeah, like, so I think for me, it wasn't until I got a little older. I always knew I was black, and I always knew that there were statistics behind black people, but at the same time, I was on the end of beating statistics because I was in a magnet school. I was, quote unquote, well-spoken. I was this, I was that. So I was like, almost kind of like, one of the tokens. It's like, so I really had a different experience, but my mom did teach me, like, you got to be, twice as good and half as bad, because they will, because I have a brother. And they will real quick try to put something on you quicker than they will any other kid. But at the same time, the kids I knew were other artists, so I didn't have a lot of experience in that. It wasn't until and then I went to a HBCU before I got pregnant and knocked up and had to go somewhere else. So it's like I had the luxury of never really feeling pressure. And then honestly, I don't care. It's like, beat the statistic, don't beat the statistic. Be you, because I refuse to have mental health issues over something that I can't control. I will say, because I grew up the way I did and having these one-on-one relationships with white people and other people, a lot of the reason why we're judged so harshly and so quickly is because a lot of the time they know white Heather and Becky, so therefore they can mentally make different observations about different white girls. Most of the time, they meet one black Keisha, and then they meet another black Keisha, to them. And then they meet a third black Keisha, and they've had a similar experience with all three of them. Although they were years apart, one was in 5th grade, one was when they was a freshman in college, and the other one was, at their first job. They're gonna be like, "Oh, dang, black people just must be like this," and they don't take anything else into consideration. It honestly wasn't until I went to a HBCU myself that I realized we are very, very vast. There's black 18-year-olds who are into politics. There are black kids who are more than jocks. There's more black kids that are more artists. There are more black kids who are into like science and food science and all of this stuff. And a lot of the time, so if I'm just experiencing that as a freshman at a HBCU, because I only know jocks and artists because I go to regular high school. Well, I went to Booker T, but I only know artists, and then my homeschool, I know jocks. I never knew that kids were into politics. So it's like, could you imagine someone who's not raised around black people at all, and so they only see their only example is what they see on TV. So that's kind of what I've learned about them, and that's why they judge so harshly, because like 2 experiences, and it's like, oh, this must be how they are.
They all are.
Yeah.
I kind of had. Go ahead. No.
I just wanted to say like something like really quick, just like about the pressure. Hopefully he don't come back and sue me for saying this, but a good friend of mine, he was like, we're all gonna be statistics, no matter what category you fall into. And so like that was my whole thing. Like when I talked to him like about why I got married and like getting divorced and like and I was like, because I just didn't want to be a statistic. Like I wanted to beat that so bad. Like I didn't want to do that. And he said, but he's like, we're all statistics. So I think I mean, I have a law degree. Only so everybody, no matter what it is,
we're gonna be one.
You are. So 3% of people in America are attorneys. So I'm a part of that statistic.
Gotcha. Okay.
This many black. So it's like no matter what, you're gonna fall into some statistical category. So he was like, stop thinking of it like that, because no matter what, you gonna fall somewhere.
So just do you, basically.
Right.
Just do you.
Do you.
Well, I've turned this into, I'm now the a breaker of generational curses.
That's good.
I'm gonna have that put on the shirt, so don't nobody steal that idea. I'm putting that out there now. But yeah, I've decided that that's who I am now, because so many like, black people don't do this, or black people do this, and I might not do that, or I might do this, and so I'm just gotta learn how to break them curses. Like I'm the first one probably in my family like break a whole lot of stigmas and attitudes about things, and so. Yeah, I'm the black sheep too. I'm the black sheep. I'm the tan sheep. I'm the whatever sheep you want me to be.
Well, I want to say this was a good conversation, ladies. I thank y'all for coming.
We have to address the rest of these questions later.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I got a whole 2 pages.
I gotta get in the group.
We had yes, I sent you an invite. I sent if you're not already in there, I think I sent y'all all invites.
They came for us with these questions.
Yeah, they came.
That's
for
why
us.
I'm like, we have to have
and
a part
so we
two.
might have to part. Yes,
And now they know us a little bit, so now they might be personalized. They be like, "Hey, you,
Right,
in the blue dress."
Oh, they do me like that in the room all the time.
Yeah.
I got,
she gets specifically added.
I got
like,
caught out
Jasmine.
today. I was like, oh my, listen, I just want to have a peaceful day today.
Right. But I want to thank y'all for coming. I want to end, just because I'm corny like that, on a quote because I get told things about myself a lot. So I forgot where I saw this or heard it from. But so I guess it's more of a little poem. But it says, I hate that I have to defend my reputation. You're not like other women, and that makes people uncomfortable. So they mock you and tell you you're stupid, but you refuse to change, and that makes people mad. So they attack you and call you evil. They call you a bitch, but none of that is true. And I want y'all to all remember that. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm a bitch though, so we're just not.
You know what? But before we
According
end,
to the DNA test.
before we end, I want to make sure all of y'all get your names and your socials and what you do and all that out. So I'm gonna start with Cece. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm Cicely Rue, and you can follow me at Cicely Rue Unstudios. I am a writer, producer, project manager, and podcaster. And you can check out my podcast at Steepin It Real.
Yeah.
All right. That Crazy Creative on Instagram. I go by the name of Clover Marie, and I own a PR/creative direction firm. So if you're ever needing both of those or one of the two, check me out at Pipe Dreams PR on IG and Pipe Dreams Productions online.
Yeah. Miss Jasmine.
I am always looking at my social media because I don't know it. I am 50 Shades of J, just the letter J, on Instagram and on Snapchat and on Facebook, Jasmine Nicole. If I don't know you, I won't add you. But if you add me a few times in a Talking Greasy group, and you don't be coming for me like certain people who I won't name, then I might add you. It's always. It's about five of them.
The women, we don't come for each other. It's usually the men. And Misti, sorry.
Misti, known on social media as Mimi Leigh. My Instagram is OptimusFine82. I'm an educator of tiny humans and an habitual line crosser.
Okay. And this is
Breaker of Generational
Curses.
Ooh,
Breaker of generational curses.
And this is your co-host of Talking Greasy, April Danielle, APRYLDANYELLE on everything, except for Facebook, which is just with the eyes, April Danielle, APRILDANIELLE, and Talking Greasy on everything. We are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and please listen to us on SoundCloud, Google, Apple, and YouTube. You will see our lovely faces on there. And if you would like to be a part of the show, be a guest, if you want to advertise with us, have questions, topics, hit us up on talkinggreasy@gmail.com. And also, again, if you want to join the lit Facebook group, again, send me or Darnell a friendship request or email or whatever, and we will get you added to that. And then also, like I said at the beginning of the show, we also have an adult game night we are co-hosting in October 18th. So make sure you get your tickets for that. It's going to be fun. So thank you, ladies, again. And as usual, at the end of everything, it ain't easy. Talking Greasy.